Or
Yes, I think we are all ready.
okay. So
But it's
welcome everybody. Like I said, I'm Susie McRae. Today is our public guest webinar, and I'd like to introduce our first speaker. It's Marty DeGarmo, and he comes from New Jersey, one of the states in the United States of America. For over 17 years, Marty was a project manager and traveled across the globe. And then in the last 15 plus years, he's been doing online marketing. He has seen all different businesses, all different programs, all different ways to market out there. He has a lot of wisdom and insight, and he's going to let you know why he fell in love with OnPassive and why he's here today. So, Marty, it's all yours.
Beautiful. Thank you, Susie. Thanks, Ethel. Great job. As always, I can't pronounce half the name, so I would not be good at that. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I see we have close to 350 people here, which is fantastic. Whatever you hear today, if it sounds interesting, get back to the person that invited you here, or if you received an email, get back to that email. A little about myself, 61 years old, granddaddy. I've been online for, this is my 17th year, and I got online pretty much the same reason as a lot of people get on. I wanted to make a little extra money, and I saw that other people were making money, so I thought, that must be pretty easy. I was wrong. I got in, lost a lot of money the first probably 10 years. I did everything I was told to do. I don't know how many different businesses I've been in. As Susie said, I've seen it all. I've done everything. And it's really sad because it's kind of an illusion as far as making any kind of wealth online. If you notice when you get into a business, it's the same 2 or 3% people that do very, very well, and everybody else is left behind. It's the design of the industry. It's just the way it is. If you can't drive traffic, you will not succeed. If you can't market, you will not succeed. And most, if not every guru I've ever met, they'll tell you if you do what they tell you to do, you'll do okay. And I've yet to see that ever, because you can't duplicate what they know in an hour or a month or 5 months. So you get into a business, you wind up spending money every month for what? Auto ship. And they go up all the time. There's so many hoops to jump through to even break even is a nightmare. It's that difficult. And I'm not telling most of you something you don't know. I do want to tell you, if this is the first business you've ever looked at online, you are the luckiest individual on the planet, because you're not going to have to go through what most of us here went through. What happens is I got into the business, I tried to make, like I said, and for one reason or another, it was elusive. I didn't know how to market. I didn't know how to get traffic. I didn't know anything. And about 9 years ago, I started learning because I figured I have to. I had the time, though. I had full time to learn. So I learned what I could. I teamed up with Dan Street here and Mike Ellis, who couldn't make it today. And we built fairly large teams, many of them, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, whatever. And the reason we stopped was, one, the company disappeared while you were sleeping. That's always a nice one. Or the numbers don't add up. So they can't even run more than 6 months because what they set up doesn't work. And back to, I can't bring somebody to 7, 8 years of marketing experience as soon as I meet them. But I would tell people, I'm going to help you. So I did try, but there's no way. How many people can you help? Maybe 7, 8? That's not income that we're talking about. We're talking about walk-away income, which is everybody, that's what they want. So anyway, after teaming up with Mike and Dan, we had a good team. We were all good at something different, which thank God. and we built large teams. Again, we couldn't bring anybody with us. So about 2.5 years ago, almost 2.5 years right now, I was looking around, and I usually don't look that much because I've done everything. I've tried everything, but this was a little different. I was looking and I ran into Red here, and I knew Red from a business before him and Peter Rogers, and I trusted them. That was a big deal. It's a real big deal online, by the way, is trust. And I trusted them. So I asked them what they were doing, and they started to tell me about this business that you're going to hear about today. And I had a few questions, not many. Can anyone make money? Yes. Do you need any special skills? No. Is there an auto ship? No. Or is it a product that you have to try to convince people to buy, or are they in high demand? High demand. They're being sold now millions and billions of dollars. Well, oh my God. And they're state of the art, and they'll artificial intelligence induced. Well, holy cow. And I'm thinking, well, this is going to cost a mint. So I asked him how much. It was $97 to be a founder. I jumped in, ran back to Dan and Mike. I don't know what I told them, incoherent, whatever it was. But they knew I was excited, so they joined, and we learned. And what I've learned and what Dan's learned and Mike and anybody that gets in this business, as time goes on, every month I found out something that I never had in any other business. What was it? It's better than I thought it was. If I invite somebody here, I can look them in the eyes and say, you're going to be successful. I could never say that before. Never. And gurus that tell you that, they're lying. I don't know if they mean to lie, or intend to lie, but it's a lie. About 3% make any kind of money. And 1.5% of them are lying too. They don't make as much as they say they are. So it's a very small percentage of anybody that does anything. Anyway, today, a friend of mine and a business associate, Susie McRae, is going to explain this business to you. And she has a pretty extensive background. She has over 30 years of management training, human resources. We all know what that's a rough one. In retail, healthcare. She always knew, she said, that there was a better, easier way out there to do business. And she told me I found it. And that's with OnPassive. So I'd like to turn this over to an amazing person, amazing woman, Susie McRae.
Well, thank you, Marty. I will send you $1 for saying such kind words.
That was $10 worth, by the way.
Oh, it's $10. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm going to share my screen. I'm doing my own slides today. How's that sound? Let's see. Can you see that?
Very
good, all good.
Susie. Very clear.
All right. So yeah, it's a little funky today. Bear with me. I'm going to tell you my story because I believe that sometimes when we tell our story, it's true to us, and you may find some of it to be true to you as well. So I'm 60 years old. I know I look good for my age. I always say that. I bumped into someone the other day. They go, "You're 60?" And I said, "Yeah." Well, the reason was about 6 years ago, I was a hot mess. I was in management. I was stressed out. I'd wake up saying, "You wouldn't believe the day I haven't had yet." I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't taking care of myself. And luckily, one of my receptionists that worked for me introduced me into some health products, and I started taking them, and I started feeling better. She said to me, "You know what? You can make money selling these." And I was like, "Oh, no. I just, I got to do what I got to do. I don't want to be pushing any products or anything like that." Well, as time went on, I saw the value in maybe sharing the products with other people, and because people were noticing a change in me, and I wanted to help them too. So lo and behold, I started in what we call MLM, multi-level marketing, where I went out and shared the products with people, brought them on board as customers, or as ambassadors like myself to sell the products. And I was pretty successful. I built a pretty good team. And then all of a sudden, it got frustrating. And I said, there's got to be a better way to do that. So let me see my next slide. So here's my bathtub visual, which I love. This is how myself and my team felt. No matter how many people we brought in, customers or distributors, all of a sudden you'd look and whoosh, it was like the drain was open. So there was a constant need to find new people, to market to new people, to reach out to new people, because inevitably, as Marty was saying about some of the programs he was involved with, people would come on board. They may not want to pay the monthly subscription or the auto ship. They're not making any money. They don't want to recruit. They are taking it personally when people come on board and then leave. For me, I was back to being addicted to my phone, talking to people, messaging them, supporting all of my customers and my team. And I just thought there needed to be a better way. So I started looking. I hooked up with different gurus, as Marty calls them. We're going to teach you how to attract people. We're going to teach you, Susie, to get more people in. You need to build a website. You need a Facebook group. You need to learn how to do Facebook ads. You need a chat bot so that it can work for you while you're sleeping and answer questions. You need a lead page and a funnel. And for those of you who don't know what that is, a lead page would be a way to entice people, give them something of value free, get their name and email address, put them into an email marketing program, and then present them to your website, give them more value. And then, maybe then you could get them to buy your product. Write those emails. Keep paying every month all those fees. Well, I did that. I built a beautiful website. I learned how to do, manage the emails, how to do a funnel, how to do a chat bot, how to waste money on Facebook ads. I learned it all, but no one was visiting my website. And I was banging my head against the wall because I wanted to not only help myself, but help my frustrated team. And like I said, I had reached out to all those gurus. Then I was told it was my mindset. And I don't even want to talk about that because most of my life I've had this smile on my face, a positive mindset, hardworking, feel like I could do anything. So if I just changed my mindset, then people would come and then they would buy my products. And I know Marty and I share the same belief about that. You know what? I needed to find a better way, and I did. So hang on one second. So like I said, I was spending time, money. I was aggravated. I couldn't help myself or my team be successful. I asked myself, why is it so difficult? And then thankfully, I was in a women's entrepreneur Facebook group, trolling around, trying to find new ways to do business, and along came OnPassive. And at this point, it was January 2020, so a little over a year and a half ago, I saw OnPassive, and at that point, it was a total marketing platform with everything under one roof that was going to send targeted customers to my website. I could get all the products and services and tools that I was paying monthly for all over the place for one low price, under one umbrella, easy, simple, and wow. And I'm like, you know what? This CEO, Ash Mufareh, gets it. He gets Susie McRae. He knows that I need this. And I was hooked right away. And then as time went on, a few months down the road, as I was learning everything I could about how, once this launched, it would help me, the vision of our CEO, Ash Mufareh, expanded. And now what it's expanded to is a total business solution, not just a marketing platform. So I said, maybe this will be my business. I started looking and learning, and I'm like, you know what? I do love my products that I promote. I still like helping people get happy and healthy. But I'm like, maybe, just maybe, OnPassive can be my business. And I'm so glad that I jumped on board and looked. If you see behind me, and you'll see it more clearly in my background, are a lot of the products of OnPassive. So what is OnPassive? OnPassive is an information technology company that uses artificial intelligence. Okay, it also uses ML, which is machine learning. And if you know a little bit about that, you're going to know that that is the wave of the future, and we are on that curve right now ahead of the game. OnPassive has products and tools not just for businesses, but for personal use under one umbrella. They are built from scratch. They're simple, and as our CEO says, they're cool, and they are easy to use. So here's a little bit about just a snippet of some of the products. Once again, this presentation is to expose you to OnPassive, and we may not get everything in this, but we'll give you the highlights here. So it includes website hosting. I was paying for that. I had my susiemccrae.com. I had a hosting. I had email management, all of that. We also have virtual communication. We have a product called OConnect, which rivals Zoom in more ways than I can tell you right now. We have a fresh new social media platform. Who doesn't love that? You know, we know lots of people who have grown tired of what's out there. Well, we have a new one. We have accounting as a product. We have an HR all-in-one platform, which I'm going to talk about later, because like Marty said, that was my background, and I'm excited to talk about that when we wrap up. We also have online learning. And like Marty said, the reason he came on board too is it's products people all around the globe. Not only do they need them, they're using them now, but our products are better and at a lower price point. So what else is OnPassive? It's a real business that is registered and legal in over 200 countries, debt-free. We currently have offices in Orlando, Florida, and Hyderabad, India, which is the tech city in India. And there's planned expansion underway right now in other parts of the globe. There's a large staff of engineers and support. Most of those are down in India and growing and growing. It is a self-funding, fully automated business, hands-free, no lie. I'll talk about self-funding in a little bit. One of the best parts I love, it's something all my friends and family can be a part of, and they are. Because I reached out to my family and friends, and they all jumped on board with me. And most of them know nothing about multi-level marketing, network marketing, online marketing, all of the tools and products I was telling you about that I worked with to lead pages, funnels. They don't know any of that. And the best part is they don't have to, because it's created for everyone, whether they have a business or not. Like our CEO says, if you can drink water, you can be part of OnPassive. And as a side note, my 90-year-old mom and my 94-year-old dad are founders with this company. What is OnPassive not? We are not an MLM, a multi-level marketing company. Some of you may say, well, it looks like it. We are not. Why? There are no qualifications. and there is no recruiting required. I mean, that is just such a breath of fresh air for so many people who understand what the benefit of being in an MLM can be, residual income, earning commissions. But when it comes down to recruiting and finding people to join you, it can be, it can't be, it's not very comfortable for a lot of people. And our CEO understands that. And that's why he created OnPassive. OnPassive is not an investment and will never, ever be on the stock exchange. Okay, this is a private company. So what if? So sit back and think, what if a company in pre-launch asked you to be a founding member? And that's what we're doing today. You're a guest, someone invited you. They're asking you if you want to be a founding member. And what if we told you there's a 30-day money-back guarantee? Jump on board, get access to our back office, watch some of the private webinars, take a look around. Like Red says, put your eyes on a few things. If you're not happy, no worries. And what if I told you it was ridiculously affordable? What if I told you that our compensation plan was proprietary and created by our CEO, Ash Mufareh, so we are all going to be successful? So our CEO is inviting us to catch the vision, and people here are inviting you as well to catch the vision. Hey, I want you and others to join me as founding members. That's what Ash tells us. It's a one-time out-of-pocket payment of $97. $97 once out of pocket to be a founder. What does this $97 show? It shows you have a little skin in the game, as I like to say, a little bit of value you're putting into what you're signing up for, and that you trust the vision. Then once the company launches, you and all of us founders will become customers, and we will make a one-time payment out of pocket. We're thinking it's around $200 or $250. We don't know yet, but you pay that once out of pocket. After that, your monthly subscription is automatically paid out of your earnings, whether you use all the products or not. And that is why I said self-funding before. So I like, I don't know, some of you out there may remember that oven called Set It and Forget It, where you could put the rotisserie, the chicken on it. You could set it, walk away and forget it. So you become a founder for $97. When we launch to the world, you make a one-time payment as a customer to get the all-inclusive package of all of the products available. And then you set it and forget it. Let OnPassive do the work for you. I mean, how great is that? So sure, but what's in it for me, you might be asking yourself. So I do all this, what's in it for me? Well, once we launch, the company will do the following. They're going to market and advertise on your behalf. They're going to manage all of the products, all of the upgrades, all of the new features. New products will be added all the time, still under that one umbrella for that one price. They're going to manage all that. They're going to bring in and support customers placed under you. That to me was huge. Like Marty said, I have well over 30 years in the corporate world doing management, training, human resources. My cell phone and way back my beeper were surgically attached to me. It would go off overnight. I was constantly in support mode all of the time. And I am just feeling so relieved that I'm part of a company that is going to manage all of that for me. And the best part is you're going to earn a piece of the pie from all of this. So what else is in it for me? Well, if you have a legal business and once we launch, you get approved, you can be on the OnPassive platform. And what does that mean? That means you can bring your business onto the platform and you can use all of the products and the tools. And one of those tools is traffic, which is sending you targeted customers to your business. Remember, I told you I did all the work of a website, creating everything, trying to entice people, but getting my business in front of qualified leads or customers was extremely costly, and it just wasn't happening no matter what I tried. So OnPassive will do that for you if you have a business. So in addition, hang on one sec. So in addition to having an automated OnPassive business, okay, you can also use all the products and tools for your business. So if you don't have a business, it's okay. OnPassive will be your business, and it is automated. They do everything for you. So I've had a lot of people go, what? Susie, this sounds too good to be true. And I just say back, well, it is good and it is true. Because you see, the CEO has figured this out. He has planned this. This has been in process for 3 years. He gets it. OnPassive is doing the work for us. They're doing the heavy lifting. They're finding customers. They're presenting them and marketing to them the products. They're closing the deal for us. That's why it works. So I have other people say to me, why is this CEO doing this? He gets that question a lot. He's often asked it. So he's asked, why are you doing this? And his answer is, why not? He is not your average CEO. He could be the wealthiest man in the world once we launch, but he's decided he wants to share the wealth. And as Ash says, OnPassive is the correction to the corruption. Marty alluded to those kind of programs that he may have been in, you may have been in, or you may have no idea what a program is. There is a lot of corruption out there. I thankfully was never part of any one of those programs where you invest money, you buy a package, and then all of a sudden the company is gone. I've never been part of that, but a lot of people have. And Ash understands that. And that's why we are going to be a clean and honorable business. We are a clean and honorable business with integrity. The CEO also has a special way of embracing all of us founding members because we have caught the vision. We have paid the $97. We have skin in the game. We're here. We are here in this process, enjoying the journey, and then we are going to reap all of the benefits and the harvest of being here and what he has planned. So it's not just for his financial gain. What he tells us, which really struck me as well, is we are going to earn, and he wants us to fill our tank. Those are his words. Fill your tank, take care of what you need to, your family, whatever. And then the expectation is after that, he wants us to go out there and help and bless others. And he has a way for us to do that in one of our products. So you may ask yourself, what do I do next? Well, you need to connect with the person who shared this with you, because the only way to become a founder is by invitation. I'm telling you, jump on board now. That's what I did. I caught a glimpse, I jumped on board, and then continued doing my homework. Many of my family and friends did the same, and they jumped on board, and they're as excited as all of us. There's almost 800,000 founders in over 200 countries. We're getting ready to hit 800,000. It's a real legal business with real products that people use, want, and need. So once again, here's a quick recap. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about one of the products. Become a founder today. $97. And if you use a credit card, which we recommend, it's a $5 processing fee. When we launch officially to the globe, you will become a customer for somewhere around $200 or $250 once. That's it. You can plug in if you choose and learn more. You can share this with others, or you can be passive. Remember, no recruiting required. We also understand that not everyone is founder material. You know, whether there's Debbie Downers out there or people who are ultra suspicious, that's okay. We're looking for those who catch the vision, because you know what? We're not here to pressure, pester, or convince, because we don't need to. So I'm going to talk about one of the products, and then we'll wrap up and get back to the rest of the panel. A day in the life of a manager, and why O-Staff is my favorite product. I mean, I love this product so much, it almost wants me to go back to the corporate world as a manager or work in HR again. Actually, I'm just kidding. But yes, this product is great. See, this is going to be one of our products. This is a huge product. This could be a business on its own, and it is its own business. So O-Staff is, I'll keep it very simple. It's an all-in-one application platform with all of the stuff needed for a business, with human resources, time and attendance, payroll, accounting, the recruitment process, onboarding new hires, keeping track of all of their forms, all of their information. And underneath this whole platform also is the email, the way you can communicate with each other. You can jump right on to our OConnect, which is our communication webinar system. Right there and then you can invite from there, all in one. So a day in the life that I had before, and many managers, whether you have a small business, a medium business, or a large business, whether you own the business or whether you work for the business, this is the answer to your prayers. And I'm going to give you a quick example. So I managed primary care practices for a community hospital, and I would go nuts doing payroll. Yes, I did the payroll. Someone's missing a punch. I can't approve the payroll. I'm in one system. Now I got to go into another system. Okay, how am I going to get a hold of them? Should I email them? Should I text them? They might be with a patient. How am I going to get them? I finally get them. What time did you work till on Friday? They tell me I left at 5:08. Okay, you didn't punch out. Okay, I'm going to send you a form. Then I'd go to another place where I could get this form, another site. I'd get the form, fill it out, scan it in, send it to them, go into the email, send it to them. Then they would get it. They would have to print it out. They would have to sign it and get it back to me, so that I had the backup paperwork, scan it in there, so that I could prove that they punched out at 5:08 on a Friday. That was just one small thing. I would finish the payroll, then you'd have to upload it, then you'd have to go into another system. Then if there was education due for all of my staff, that was in another program that we had to go in. Then I had to hire someone. I had to go into another program. I had to get all of the applications, go through them or print them out, and then go somewhere else to schedule with human resources or myself an interview with these people. Then if I had to order any kind of supplies, I had to go into another system and order them. And then I had to get a purchase order. So I had to go back to our purchasing department. And then I would have a doctor who needed me to cut a check because they traveled somewhere and they had their expenses. So now I have to go to finance. So I had to go to their system. How much does Dr. So-and-so have left in their funds that we can reimburse them? So then the reimbursement, I had to take all of the slips and credit card slips, scan those in, then go to an Excel sheet and record it, then get back to finance, get my executive director to approve it, and then get the check cut and then hand deliver it to the doctor. So as you can see, I was pulling my hair out. I was wasting time. I was frustrated. My staff would get frustrated. The doctors would get frustrated because everything took time and it took a lot of paperwork, multiple systems that didn't talk to each other. And it was quite frankly a mess. But one of the bigger things was during my stint in human resources at the hospital, I was also involved in some of the decision-making on systems. And we had a time and attendance system that we were looking at because what we had was very old. And for 2,000 employees, the cost was about $100,000. And as you added more employees, cha-ching, it would cost more. If you had more managers that you had to give a license to be able to access or do certain things in the system, cha-ching. If there were upgrades, more money, $100,000, and it didn't end there. And it was only one of the systems. So what Ash and his team have created with O staff, it also includes accounting in there too, everything under one umbrella at a ridiculously low price. So businesses are going to absolutely love this. Employees, managers are going to love this because it's going to make their life easier. It's going to save them money. And they may not be leaving their position or their management position. Okay, so the last thing before we get back to everyone is if you want a copy of today's webinar, you can send an email to onpassivenation@gmail.com and Marty will send you along a copy of today. And we encourage you to visit onpassive.com to take a look at the products because I really didn't go into much depth in them, but you can take a look around on that website. So that about wraps it up. Thank you, everybody. I think I'm getting a round of applause. Thank you. I thought maybe a little twist to the presentation. And so next I'd like to introduce Charles Osung. Charles is here with us today. He has been a founder, I think for quite some time now, because we've been around for about 3 years. And Charles has over 30 years in the IT field. He understands this business inside and out, especially a lot of the technical questions and or any question he's here to answer. So Charles, if you'd like to say a few words.
Wow, thank you, Susie. I don't know how simple this can get. You did an amazing job, I just want to say. I was just sitting there going, I think Susie should do all our presentations, you know? But that's great. I mean, I feel like signing up all over. In fact, I don't even know what to say to add value to what you just did, but I want to say this, okay? All of you guys who are guests here today, even including the founders, you just got a big treat because Susie told us her story. And as you guys know, I always tell my story. It's a little bit different from hers. And I want to say, Susie, I really envy you because you said you've never been involved in a business where you had to invest money online. Because a lot of us have been, and a lot of us have lost money. Personally, I have lost serious money. And that is why I came up with my third question. If you've ever listened to me, I ask 3 questions before I get into any business. Do I have to recruit to make money? Because just like everybody else, I've been in there, brought people in, and they couldn't duplicate me. So the answer has to be no. Okay? And I mean serious money. Now, assuming the answer is no, I've got to go to a second question. Do I have to come out of pocket every month to pay some bill, right? So they said auto ship. We all know about auto ship. Once you having some financial difficulties, that is the first thing that goes out the window. So that answer has to be no also for me to get engaged. But here comes the third question. And that third question, I brought that up because of how much money I lost online. And when I started looking back into all those companies that I lost money with, I had a realization. None of them had a legitimate, viable product. So that is important. And that is what makes OnPassive so strong. Okay? Because we have products, digital products, that in this day and age, each and every one of us are going to need them. You can be a founder with OnPassive now and monetize from everybody else, including yourself, using these products. Or you can sit back, wait, become a customer, and we, the founders, we're going to monetize on ourselves and yours. The choice is yours. Come on board and join us and make serious money. Our CEO has done an amazing job, an ingenious job putting it all together. And what are these products? Another thing I want to mention, Susie did a very good job talking about integration in one software, one application, all staff. That integration. Now think about it. We have all these different products. We have OConnect, which is a webinar platform. We have OVirtual, okay, a VPN platform. We have OTracker, a tracking platform. Now, what about all of these being integrated together? How good is that? That's what you're in for, my friends. So don't sit on the fence, jump on board, and let's get this ship rolling, okay? I'm going to call on my friend, Mr. Redfern, who does a very good job telling us how to get started, telling us about the NDA. He's going to tell us about what Amazon did and what OnPassive is going to do even better. Okay, Red has been around for a while. He knows this business inside out. There is nobody who can explain it better than him. In fact, we'll call him Mr. Q&A. Red, take it over.
Thanks so much, Charles. Susie, that was an amazing presentation, especially for your first go with us, guys. Telling your story is an amazing way of presenting OnPassive, because not only do you get the message over, but it comes from your heart and your own experience, exactly how Charles did it as well. A couple of points I'm just going to say before I go on to how do you join is there might be many guests out here right now who are thinking, wow, this is all a bit much for me. I don't understand what digital products are. I don't understand all this techno stuff, and I'm just a normal person and I have absolutely no idea what people are talking about. I don't even know what digital products and services are. Well, if you do anything online right now, you're probably already using a digital product or service and you don't even know it. For instance, if you use Facebook, that's a digital product and service. If you use Google, that is a digital product and service. So these are what digital products and services are. And this is what we in OnPassive will be producing, and the customers, which is generally everybody out there, the 4.5+ billion people that are already using one of them. This is going to be our target audience. Now you might be thinking, well, I don't pay any money for these and I don't need them, but there is plenty of people who are paying for them. For instance, this webinar service that we are using now on Zoom costs the company over $8,000 per month to use. And this is why the likes of Amazon, Google, Facebook, Apple, and the many, many other people around the globe, businesses, are multi-billion-dollar companies, because they monetize our services. You don't have to know what these products and services do. All you have to do and know is be part of them as a founder. And it's a bit like having your very own cash machine. Every time somebody buys it, then you are going to get a small commission from it. It's as simple as that. So how do we go about it? Well, for a start, Susie has mentioned the figures. It's $97 to become a founder. And at the moment, we are looking for founders right at this moment in time. When we launch to the world, and that is going to be very shortly, we are going to be looking for customers, but that founder's position will finish right then. So it's $97 to join. You need to get back to the person who has invited you to this webinar. Ask them for a registration link. Say, listen, I've been really excited. I want to get involved. Can you give me your registration link? Once they give you your link, you click on that link, you put your name and email address into it, and then that will open up your payment gateway. You can then go in there, you can pay by debit and credit card, which is what we suggest you use because it is instant and it goes through straight away. There is a $5 admin fee from the banks, so you'll be paying $102 in total, but it's the easiest way of doing it, guys. There is other options as well, depending on what country you're in. Example is cryptocurrency and others as well. And if you want to use that, you can do, but that might take more time. Once you have done that, you then need to log back in one more time, and up pops a thing called an NDA. This is your non-disclosure agreement. Now, this is there to not only protect you as a customer founder, but also to protect the company. This shows how serious the company is about this business, okay? They want it to be above board. They want it to be legal. They want it to be serious. So you are signing this agreement as a contract with the company to say that you agree to the terms and conditions of being a founder. Go all the way to the bottom. There is 2 boxes that you need to tick to say that you have read it and agree with the terms of that NDA. And there's also a little box that you have to sign. You can either sign it on a mobile phone or tablet with your finger, or you can digitally sign it on your laptop as well. Okay, once you have paid that, that's you done. You are then into the founders back office where you can explore all the things that Susie had mentioned, old videos, founders only webinars available there, and the likes of us Leadership Council guys are there as well, and a community you can chat with other founders. The next time you have to pay any money out of pocket is the day that we launch to the world. It's going to be this year, and it's coming up very, very shortly. Okay, and that's going to cost you around about $200 to $250. Might be up a little bit, might be down a little bit. Every single founder has to pay that money to activate their account. And if you don't activate your account, guess what's going to happen, guys? You will not be making any commissions, and the company will not be marketing it for you. So it's very important that you know you have 2 things you have to pay: the $97 to become a founder, and the $250 to activate that account. Once those 2 are paid, that's you done. You will never have to pay any money again, okay? Because the rest of the payments come from the commissions that the company are going to get the customers underneath you from, okay? So that's it. Once you've done that, you're in. So there's 2 more things I just want to finish with, okay? Just to get your head around what OnPassive is going to do for you guys as a founder. We all know Jeff Bezos. He's been on the telly all day today. He's been up to space and back again. What did he say? He said, "Thank you, my Amazon customers, for paying me to be able to do this." The guy's got big cojones because he knows that people are spending millions upon billions of dollars with Amazon that is affording him his lifestyle. He does not want to share any of that money. He wants to keep it all to himself, doesn't he? And he wants to spend it. He is the richest man on the planet. But did you know that since Amazon has been around, which is around about 18 years now, 40,000 millionaires have been produced from Amazon, and he doesn't even want to give the money away. Our CEO and founder, Ash Mufareh, has a heart for humanity. He wants us to be successful online. He is guaranteeing our success online. Just imagine the percentage that he is going to be giving back to us, the founders. Just think a few years down the line, how many millionaires OnPassive is going to produce. I would not be surprised if OnPassive does not produce 1 million millionaires from this company in time. The other thing I'm going to leave you with is a very important one. Your actions today will affect you, your family, and your friends in 2 years' time. So make that not right $97 decision today. Get in whilst you can. The early bird catches the worm, guys. Now is the time. Join whilst you can, because this founder's position will be finishing. Okay, as soon as we launch the world, that's it. No more founders. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for listening to me. Awesome presentation. We've got an amazing panel here. If any of our guests, not founders, guests, have questions, you can put it in that chat area there and we'll come back round to you. Back over to you, Susie.
Well, thank you. And thank you everyone for the kind words in the chat. I really had fun today and enjoyed it. I'm glad that some people related to my story, because I think there are a lot of people out there that have gotten frustrated. I didn't know if anyone else wanted to say a few words, either Dan or Marina, if you'd like.
I'll say a couple words. Great job, great job, great job, Susie. And I think for all of you new people out there, the key words from Susie's presentation is catch the vision. And everybody here, all of us here on the panel, and a lot of the founders that are here as participants today have caught that vision. We've been at this for over 2 years now, and we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's getting close. We're about ready to kick this thing and launch it to the world. And the reason it's so exciting for all of us is that we have that belief. And all of the old companies that Susie was talking about, Marty was talking about, Charles was talking about, Red, all these companies that we've been involved with in the past that do not provide us with that income that residual income that we're going to receive on an ongoing basis. Well, think about this as a takeaway. When people get involved with OnPassive and all of the traffic from the company is targeted to you, and they're driving traffic to build your customer base and provide you with commissionable income, those people aren't going to quit. Those people are because of the quality of the product, because they're proprietary, they're built from scratch, and we've heard about a few of them here today. Because of that, and the company driving targeted traffic to you, and you only have a one-time payment into this thing, and the rest is from profits, that people aren't going to quit, and you will have a sustained long-term residual income that'll go on for a long time for you and your family. So the traffic is the key. And when we're responsible as individuals for building our own traffic and getting people to look at our own website, it's very, very difficult to build an organization. But when a company is driving traffic to you through AI technology and building your business for you, creating your online business for you, you just can't beat it. $97 is a bargain. And we just hope that you all look at this and get the questions answered from the people that brought you here, and join us.
Well, thank you, Dan. And you do bring up a good point that I did have in my notes, but didn't say, is you're right. People are going to come and they're going to stay because they're going to see the value, and the value in the products, the price, the support, just what they have there. And like, if everyone remembers the bathtub I showed you, it's not going to just fill up and then everyone leaving. They're going to come, they're going to like what they see, because down the road, there'll be more products, more features, Ash says. Thank you so much. And thank you for your kind words. So Marina, I'm not sure if you want to say a few words. If not, we do have a question in the chat. If you have questions, you can type them in the chat. We'll wait for Marina. So Janet said, great lecture. Do I need to be a business owner if I become a founder? What will be my role? Thank you. Would someone like to give Janet a great answer to that question?
Yes, Janet. So you don't have to be a business owner to become a founder. When you become a founder, OnPassive will build a business for you, and all of it will be automated. You don't have to lift a finger. Okay. So yes, there are some business people who may want to use that added benefit. Susie mentioned it in her presentation, but you don't need to. I'm not a businessman. Well, I'm a businessman, but guess what? I do not plan to bring my business to OnPassive, because where I see it, OnPassive is the elephant. Anything else out there is just a squirrel, or worse yet, a cricket. That's what I'm talking about. So you don't have to be a business person to get into OnPassive. Okay, Janet?
Okay. Well, that was our only question besides people asking about where they can get a copy of this. You can email Marty at onpassivenation@gmail.com, and he will send one along. And also we recommend you go to onpassive.com and look around and see the different products. There's FAQs with each product, and you'll be educated. There's also a blog there too. Okay, so if anyone else, thank you, Ethel. Thank you, everybody. I can't believe it. It's 3:01. We did great today, huh?
Great job. Great job. I think
Just
Susie,
goes to
you nailed
show.
it.
Exactly, goes to show how good your presentation was, Susie, because
Exactly.
everybody
She nailed
got it
down to the wire.
Absolutely.
Simple as it gets. Every
Oh.
aspect covered.
Well, thank you. Yes, Ethel? Thank you, Ethel.
I was just saying that you did such a good job that nobody has any questions to ask. Everything was down to earth. They understood. And the panelists just came and just fit in the little cracks where they were needed and just completed everything. Nutshell, awesome job.
Well, thank you. You're very kind. We do have a question from Samuel.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Go on then.
Brent.
No,
Go ahead.
I was gonna read that question out, but you read it and I'll answer it.
Okay, Samuel is asking, as a digital marketer, how do I get traffic to an information product I have for a weight loss product using OnPassive? So go ahead, Red.
Okay, good question. There is a lot of people who join OnPassive who have existing businesses, like Charles said, and they want to market these products and services through the OnPassive platform. You can do this, it's not a problem. There will be a few criteria for your business. It has to be legal, legitimate, okay, and it has to be ethical. So as long as you're in the right criteria, OnPassive will host it on their platform. Now, you will have to be a founder first before you can host your business. Within your founder's package, as we know, to activate that account, it is going to be around $250. Each founder's position, okay, comes with a certain amount of traffic. How you distribute that traffic is entirely up to you. So if you have a business that you want to host on OnPassive and you want traffic to be directed to this business, you can select a portion of your traffic source, okay, to your business. But remember this, OnPassive, as far as external businesses is concerned, will only drive traffic to that business. Once that job has been done, then obviously it is up to you to run your business however you want and follow up and all the rest of it. As Charles said, with OnPassive, okay, they will build a business for you. Not only will they build that business for you, they will market it for you. They will close, they will recruit, they will get customers, and they will put them underneath your customer team, and then you will retain a residual income from the commissions that people will be paying. That is the difference. With OnPassive and external companies, they will drive traffic to the business. The rest is up to you. As a founder with OnPassive, they will do it all for you. Okay, so the answer, I hope that's answered your question.
Thank you, Red. There's another one from Florence. Please, what happens to a founder if he or she was unable to get someone or people under him? If someone wants to respond to that.
See, Marty is smiling, so I'm guessing you want to talk about that. Go ahead, Marty.
Listen, that's why we're all here, because the company's going to build for you. They're going to build your team 100% hands-free, automated. You pay them one time out of pocket, the rest comes out of your profits to build your team. They're going to do everything. They're going to take care of the customers. They're going to educate the customers. They're going to follow up with the customers. And every time somebody falls under you, however they get there, not just from your efforts, however they get there, from the company, overflow, whatever you want to call it, you're going to get a piece of the pie. It is amazing. I know it's too hard to be true, but it's true. It's amazing.
All right. Thank you, Marty. We also have a question from David. Can an individual register 50 OnPassive accounts in his or her name? Red?
Yeah. Yes is the answer to that. Or you can have it in any name you want. The difference is every single one of these accounts has to have a different unique email address. That is the unique identifier for the account. You can have the same name, same phone number, but every email on every account has to be different.
Okay. Thank you. I'm looking through. Okay. Once again, email Marty at onpassivenation@gmail.com. We thank everyone. Let's see.
Just have one quick announcement before you go off, Susie.
Yeah.
Once we're done with the questions, anyway.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing about the upcoming
One
webinar.
minute, Susie.
All right.
Oh, yeah, CK Aiden. Hello, everyone. This is CK. If I join OnPassive today, how will I know that someone is under me? Second, how will I know that someone has purchased product under me? Finally, what's in the mode of payment of OnPassive? Anyone?
Okay, so my friend, we have a virtual office. We call it back office. So once you join OnPassive, you have access to that back office where you can see everybody in your team. So as the founders come in and they fall underneath you, you will see them. Once we launch and customers come in and purchase packages, you'll still have a link that is attached to you. Like we said, OnPassive is going to build a website for each and every one of us. So those websites, as people visit that website, targeted traffic, OnPassive is going to drive traffic. And when we say traffic, we're talking about customers, people looking for those products and services. They come to your website, they decide to purchase. Guess what? It is tagged under you. You can go to your back office and you'll see all of that. Okay? That's how you know. Now, as far as mode of payment, at the moment, we do accept credit, debit cards. We do accept cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Dash. Okay? We do accept all of that. We also do accept Cash App if you are in the United States or in the UK. All right? Now, we do accept checks, but that's not advisable because they can get lost in the mail. As we go into soft launch, which is coming pretty soon. And for those of you who are guests here, soft launch is a period when we start testing our products, okay? We're gonna be beta testing the products that are ready. At that time, we might have some new payment methods introduced. Mr. Mufareh has said everything is gonna speed up like lightning. Every payment mode that we use is gonna be like lightning, okay? I hope that answers your question, my friend.
Charles, may I add a little something to what you said, please?
Go ahead.
For CK, the same way he got an invitation to come here from someone, that is how he is going to have to send to others. So by sending those emails, those invitations, he will know who is coming. And as he gets the response, he'll be able to know that this person has joined my team. And so from the beginning, he already knows. He'll be able to know the people that he gets under him.
All right. I hope CK's got it. Hopefully there are no more questions, Susie. Thank you, Ethel.
As you have said, people visit our website and purchase. What do they purchase? They purchase the products of OnPassive, and you can go to onpassive.com and you can see those. They can either purchase individually or a product package, which we don't have the price for that. Will there be another? Yes, Victor, like Charles had said, we do these public webinars Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, and there's one this Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So get back to the person who invited you, they'll get you the link. Okay, I think that's it.
All right. We do have a webinar tomorrow. For those of you who are, say, in Africa, Europe, okay, it's 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern United States Standard Time. It's an Asian Pacific webinar, but I believe it's going to be packed because of the time. They did it specifically to accommodate those people in those areas. However, 11 a.m. for those of you who are in the, say, in Europe or in Africa, it's not such a bad timing. For me, it is 6 a.m., but I'll be up and I'll be there. I'm pretty sure a bunch of the panelists here will be there as well. So see you there and enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, and one last thing, Florence, you have a question. That's a founder question. You can send me an email. Go to the Leadership Council under leaders, and under my name is my email address, and you just send me an email and I'll answer that question you had. Okay. Thank you, everybody. It's my pleasure today.